All right, guys. So we are back, and let's get started because we actually just did some really nice trades. Welcome back, everybody. Sorry about that. I was just having a little bit of issues, but we're back. We're back. What's up, Jake? What's up, Biohazard? How you guys doing? You guys know what it is. We're back. So we just did those two trades live, and what happened was that it's very much just based on these range bars, and I will go through exactly how I use the range bars, exactly how they work, and the best part is you guys can all just get access to them without having to pay anything, and that's really a big thing. And I really like to focus on the fact that there's no paying for any knowledge, there's no paying for any range bars, because it makes a huge difference. And the reason is because you should be able to learn, and you should never ever actually pay for any course, because anytime you hear someone saying, oh hey, buy my course or buy my bot, because here's the thing, anytime that you see any of those things, the first thing that I would ask is, show me your trading history. And you guys know that I always show my trading history, and actually I always do my trades live, because you guys saw right here, literally like 20 minutes ago, or like not even 5 minutes ago, we just did these two trades, and they were both hit profit, and we're up to around $1,500 for the day, which is amazing. And these trades are done live, which means if you just join every single day, you can see me do them. You can see why I entered, how I entered, where I set my stop loss, take profit, and it's a very simple process. Now, the one thing that you have to understand is that most people try to think that it's very complicated. You need super quantum mechanical brain to understand how trading works, and you need knowledge of all the markets. Now, here's the thing, the more you keep it simple, the better it usually is. It's like that for most things, even in life. The more you just keep things very simple, it's easy to go around, it's easy to navigate. And that's why doing any analysis on charts like that actually makes no sense. Okay, for me to be drawing lines like this and saying, oh man, look at this, everything is super biased, okay? Because depending on where I set this side of the line and where I set this side of the line, my line analysis, technical analysis, will be completely different. And let me explain to you guys why doing analysis. And look, most, you guys have seen those ads where doctors hate the scientist. Now, here's the thing, traders who are trying to sell you guys courses, by the way, they're not traders because they've never actually traded in their life. All of those guys who are trying to sell you guys courses will hate it when I tell you guys that technical analysis does not work. Okay? Drawing lines on a chart will never work. None of these things actually mean anything. And let me explain to you why. Because each of these candles are based on time. So every 5 minutes, there's going to be a new candle that's being formed. It makes no sense because the market has moved a significant amount per candle, but you just see this one candle. Why is it that these range bars work and time-based candles don't work? Because these are not based on time. They're all based on point movement. So they're only generated when the market actually moves. So that's why we get such clean linear trends. Like, look, oh, we're in a downtrend, then we reverse. We're in an uptrend. We're in this downtrend. We're reversing right now. We were in this downtrend, then we reversed. We were in an uptrend. We got this pullback, and then we're continuing up. So here's the thing. All of these range bars are completely available to you guys to access. All you got to do is give me a follow. Join the Discord link in the bio. And over there, I'll tell you guys exactly when I'm actually going live. And you get access to a whole bunch of videos and written things that I've made, and it's completely free. So make sure that you guys are all giving me a follow and join the Discord link in the bio. And if you guys are wondering where I'm trading on tradexn.com. That's the broker I'm using because I could trade all the markets here with zero commission and a very, very low spread. And any real trader knows that it's really about saving on pips, whether it's on like pullbacks, whether it's on fees. So it's really all about saving pips. Okay. Ash is saying, just a question: would you enter along once the first green candle appears on the same chart? So here's the thing: what I do, the way that I do it is I wait for the first candle, and the moment that it's appearing, that's when I'm entering my trade. Okay, so for example, on BTC right here is where I would be looking for a short position. I would want this to push a little higher already because we've already kind of started going down. So for me, I always like to wait for the for a short, I would wait for the highest price possible, and for a long, I would wait for the lowest price possible. And what that does is it gives me better entries. So trading is really all about patience. It's all about waiting for a better entry. And once you understand that, you'll realize that a lot of traders really enter way too early. And by entering early, you're just doing yourself a disservice. So I always just wait it out. I always see if I can get a better entry, and that's when I enter. All right, all right. So please explain pip. Okay, so pip or a point in the market is pretty much like what the how you calculate a lot of things when you're trading. So for example, one pip or 1 point in gold is 1 cent of the price. So when the market for gold, when the pair moves 1 cent, that's 1 point. So when I'm setting my stop loss and take profit at 50 points or 100 points, that means I'm setting it at 50 cents or $1, which is 100 cents um, uh, from my entry. So let's say I entered at, for example, 1925, right? And if I want to set, my stop loss or take profit, I would be setting it at 1925.5, right? So 0.50, so that's 50 points above, and 1924.5, which is 50 points below. Um, so can you explain, just Dan is saying, can you explain 5 minute time frame? You've been using 1 minute. So the reason that I use 5 minute time frame very simply is because I'm actually not analyzing these candles. I'm using the PSAR, which is these dots that you see above and below the chart. And I'll show you guys how I use it. The way I use it is when the dots are above, that means that we're in a downtrend. When the dots are below, that means we're in an uptrend. And the way I use it is I'll look for the reversal and I'll confirm it with the range bars. Okay, so that's how I use the PSAR. And the reason I use the 5 minute time frame is, let's say we go into the 1 minute time frame. Look at how noisy it is. There's so many reversals, right? So it doesn't show me the clear bigger trend. Whereas when I go to the 5 minute, look, that whole, there's so many different reversals right here. It's just a clean trend. So that's why I use the 5 minute chart. All right, let's see. Ezra is saying, how do you deposit money? So the way that I did it is I just click deposit up here, and then it gives me a whole bunch of options. So I used to do Bitcoin, but then I started doing USDC. It's like so much easier. So for example, there's obviously different networks that USDC is on. So there's like Binance, Ethereum, or Tron. So just select the right one wherever I had the funds, and it'll give me my wallet address, and then I just send it there, and that's pretty much what it's all about, right? So that, and then this is like my wallet address here. I send it here, then the account just pretty much gets funded. So that's how I deposit. And then for withdrawal, I go right here, withdraw. It's pretty much just the same kind of process. So I'll select whichever one that I want to withdraw, and then I'll click it, and it'll just say paste the address and the amount, and I click withdraw, and then it just processes. So it's very simple deposit and withdrawal process. And for anyone wondering where I'm trading on tradexn.com. That's the broker I'm using. I've been using them for the past year, and so far so good. I could trade all the markets here, commodities, indices, gold, crypto, forex. So whatever pair that I want to trade, I could trade it here. And they have zero commission, so it's actually pretty good. If you have a 300k balance, so my balance is under 300k. It's around 279k. But if you guys have been watching the lives, you guys have seen this grow. Um, pretty much on a regular basis. And yeah, so I actually we did two trades here on the live, these past two trades that we did, and they both hit our take profits. So, congratulations to everybody who's following along and learning. We made around $500 here live within how long did it take? Like 7 minutes or something. So that was pretty good. Uh, one more example on pip. So for example, on Bitcoin, one pip or 1 point is $1 in the price. So what I'm pretty much trying to do is I'm trying to set my stop loss and take profit around 50 to 100 points max. Okay, so that's pretty much what I'm trying to do. And all of my trades are taken based on the range bars. How much did I start with? I started this account with 80,000 and now we're at 279k. Uh, do I predict where the market goes or do you react to it? So here's the thing, I don't make any predictions. The way that I trade is I trade based on these range bars. I always enter when the market is reversing. So I never, actually enter during a trend. So right here, we are getting a reversal on BTC. So what I'll do is I'll enter a short position just to be able to show you guys how it works. All right, let's see. Okay, so we're seeing this reversal on the range bar. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna set my lot size, and I'm using 5 lot size, and I'm gonna enter a short position. Okay, so I'm gonna enter the sell. All right, so there's my sell position. And again, the reason I entered is because on the range bars we could see this uptrend, and now we're getting this reversal. So I just entered a trade right there. And because we're in a short position, I'll show you guys how I set my stop loss and take profit. So there we go. So stop loss is right here. Now you guys can see our entry is 875.59, right? So what my stop loss on a short position will be higher than my entry. Okay, so it's going to be 875 plus 50. So that's 925.59. There we go. So exactly 50 points because I'm using 5 lot size. I'm going to hit save. Oh, there goes my monitor. Okay, so my stop loss is saved. And I'm going to click take profit, and it's just going to be 50 points below my entry. Okay, so that's going to be 825.59, and I'm going to hit save. And there you go. Now I have my stop loss and take profit both set 1-to-1 ratio. And what does 1-to-1 ratio mean? You can see they're equal from my entry above and below, right? And the reason again that I entered this trade was because on the range bars we can see this huge uptrend, and we're starting to get this reversal, and we just entered this short position. So let's see how this trade goes. All right, so by the way, for everybody who's new, welcome to the live. I'm here every single day. Make sure that you guys give me a follow and join the Discord link in the bio, because there's so much to learn, and I'm pretty much making money every single day. And there's a lot of people in the Discord as well on a regular basis. They're posting their profits and all of that. So it's actually a great community. Everybody is super, super helpful, and it's really the whole point of this is so that we can just benefit each other. We can just learn, and everybody can just hopefully uh, grow in however they want. All right, so PUBG signals. Here's the thing, actually the range bars, we have automated signals built in at the back. So if you unmute each stream and make sure you hit the live button, what's going to happen is once there's a whole bunch of various indicators and stuff. Once they all come together, you actually get a buy now or sell now for a lot of these pairs. So it'll just say, for example, like buy now BTC or sell now Tesla or whatever. It's completely automated. Like we're not controlling it at all, and it's actually pretty good. And I use it just as a confirmation when it comes to my trade. So let's see what happens with this. Jake is saying, how do I deposit? So the way that I deposited was over here. I hit deposit, and then it gives me a whole bunch of options. And then what I did was I used to do like BTC, but then I started doing USDC. It's always good to just make sure, do a trial run first. Just send a little bit, make sure it goes through, and then I always send the full amount. I never just send the full amount in the first go because I just want to make sure that it goes through. So or I didn't mess up the wallet address or whatever. And then, for example, I'll click it. It'll give me my own wallet address for this account. You'll obviously have your own, and then I just transfer the funds there, and that's how it works. Have you been using this strategy for months or years? Have you, and will you be using it? So, matey, here's the thing. I've actually been using this strategy for many, many years now, and it's been really, really good. Uh, it's pretty much been paying for my whole life for a while now, a couple years now. And I will continue to use this strategy because what I'm doing is I'm just very strictly following the trend. There's no human emotions involved. I trade very strategically and very strictly, and I never deviate from my strategy, which is a huge thing because consistency is always key. Consistency is always, always key. Okay. So sweet Papa Willett saying you're a real trader. Too many fakes trying to profit off people. Exactly. And that's the whole thing. I always come on here saying, remember, just come here, join my lives, watch me trade, learn something new, ask your questions, and make sure that you realize I will never DM you, I'll never message you, I'll never sell you anything, I'll never, sell you a course, or message you saying, hey, I'll trade for you, part of my special group. Because here's the thing, there's a lot of people using my name and messaging a lot of you guys, and I just want you all to be very, very safe. Okay, the only place that I'm actually going to be hanging out is in my Discord, in the main chat, and I'll never DM you. So make sure you guys are always staying safe. So give me a follow, join the Discord link in the bio, and you guys can get access to the range bars, videos that I've made. Plus, I'll be there hanging out with you guys. You can ask me any questions you guys want. And remember, I'm the only one that will be able to show you live trades every single day, pretty much making profit daily, and showing you guys my trading history because nobody else will actually have a trading history that's profitable. And I'll show you guys, for example, this is my trading history. So for today, you guys saw this live pretty much. So we did around $1,500. And in the past month, I'm at around 12, almost 13,000. And in the past year, it's just loading the trading history. There's a lot of trades in there. We're at around 215,000. And here's my trading history. You guys can see not every trade is profitable. I do have a lot of losing trades, and you guys can see there's a lot of losing trades in here, but it happens. So never ever think that you're going to have a strategy that's like 100% profitable. Okay, it's just not going to happen. It's nothing will ever be 100%. My accuracy is around 60 to 65%, but that's profitable. That's a really good strategy. And so far, so good. uh what's it called? Am I on demo trading account? No, so they actually don't have a demo account. You guys can see it's a real live account. And where I'm trading is tradexn.com. I've been using them for a year. I know a lot of people who are using them too, and nobody's ever actually had any issues. They're really amazing. You can even email them. Their customer service is really good. They're really fast at responding. And I could trade all the markets here. So forex, commodities, stocks, indices, crypto, whatever it is, and I could do it with low fees. All right. All right, all right. MetaTrader. Oh, okay. So here's the thing. When I was using LMFX and IQ options, I was trading using MetaTrader. But I'm so glad these guys actually have their own platform. It's so much easier to use. You know what? Like MetaTrader looks like it's from like BC time. It's like thousands of years old, and they've just never changed it or updated it. It's so annoying. So I'm glad that like these guys have their own platform. So I get the low fees, and they have their own platform, which is really nice. And so far so good. How do you customize your favorite? Um, so what I do is, so I'll just search. I'll show you guys how setting the favorites work. So for example, if I want to add Tesla, I'll just search Tesla. I'll click it. Obviously, like right now it's after hours, so market's closed. And then I'll just hit this star. When I hit it, it added to the favorites. So I'll just X out of this, and there you go. So it's in the favorites, and then I can, let's see, I can move it around and stuff as well, but I'm just going to take this off my favorites list. All right, so let's go back to the trade that we're in right now. What's the least you can deposit? So I don't think they have any minimums, so it should be okay. Have I tried binary options? So binary options is pretty much gambling, and I'm pretty sure it's like not allowed in most countries anymore because of that. So no, I don't do binary trading. Apple user saying you're beginning to trade. Do you have any advice for me? Any book or news? So here's the thing. Remember, when it comes to trading, all of this profit that you see here is just a side effect of safety. And once you understand that, you'll realize that it's about making sure that you're staying safe, that you're minimizing your risk, that you're just learning initially and not trying to 100x or 50x or any of those things to your account. Okay, what you have to understand is, if we look at hedge funds, if we look at institutional traders, the people who are really making money in the markets, and you just think to yourself, okay, how are they doing it? The way they're doing it is they're taking, you might hear that, oh, this hedge fund did like $50 million this year, but their account is actually at like $1 billion, and they've just made 5%. Okay, so once you understand that it's all about making a small percentage on a regular basis, then you'll really understand that, if anyone is trying to make an income using, like, by trading, like a full-time income or however you want to think about it, it's really important to understand that the real amount to start with is at least 10 to 50,000. Now that might seem like a lot, but it's like you go to school and you spend 40,000, and that's a fat L. Whereas over here, what I'm doing is I would deposit, in my trading account like 50K, but to practice, I would still practice with like 0.01 lot size, which is like 50 cents to $1. Now you might be wondering, why would I do an account with 50K if I'm only trading in the pennies? It's because then you have a huge cushion, and that's what's really important to me, is that I have that huge cushion. I'm not blowing my account. I haven't actually blown an account in a very long time, whereas most traders, they're blowing accounts on a regular basis, because what they're doing is they're taking $500 or $200, and they're trying to make that into $1,000. Now the only way that you can really try to achieve that very fast is by doing huge risky trades. And when you're doing huge risky trades, what's happening is that if you lose 2 or 3 trades consecutively, your account is now almost blown. Okay, now here's the thing. I know I'm talking about like losing and all of this, but it's very important to understand that side of it too. Because forget all of those clickbait, like people who are trying to sell you courses and sell you bots and sell you stuff. I'm the only one that'll actually tell you what the real deal is, because I'm actually trading. None of those guys, those like young guys driving Lambos and Raris, they're not trading. They've never traded in their life. They don't have any experience. All they've done is they've collected some information off of Google, and what they've done is they've created a course, and now they're just, they've photoshopped like some profitable trades, and now they're saying, yo, check this out. Check how I got this Rari or Lambo, um, which is probably a rental anyways. So what I want you guys to understand is, never buy anyone's course, never buy anyone's bot, because all that information is just taken off Google anyways. So if you want to really learn, look at someone who's actually trading, like me. I'm coming here doing live trades daily. We just hit two trades that were profitable live, and I walked you guys through exactly how I did it, why I did it, and I'm not selling you guys anything. So make sure that you guys give me a follow and join the Discord link in the bio. Dream Chasers, I don't have a Lambo yet, but I do have a Porsche. I don't know if that's it's not the same thing, but it's something. Um, do I make commissions from promotions from TradeXN? So I'm actually not promoting them really at all. It's just a lot of people ask where I'm trading, and I just tell you guys where I'm trading. And to be honest, they're actually really good. So I've been using them for a while. It's the same thing when I was doing LMFX and IQ options. People would ask me all the time, "Where are you trading?" And I would say, "Oh, LMFX. They're amazing. They have low fees." So if I could just help anybody out, it's all good because at the end of the day, there's more than enough money to be made in the markets. Anyone else using this strategy or making money, it won't affect me at all, actually. But because our size is not size, and that's very important to understand. It's that just because, hey, thanks for the gift, appreciate that. Do I invest the money I'm making on anything else, or is trading the only money making focus? Yes, trading is the only money making focus because what I've done is I have the strategy that I'm using and it's working and it's paying my bills and it has been for years. So there's no reason for me to be doing anything else at all ever. Right? Um, how do you learn to navigate TradeXN? So it's actually very simple. After I log in, I just click go to trade. It opens up the platform. Over here, there's like it says like all symbols, like popular. It'll give me all like I guess their popular things. Up there, you have like sections where it says like calendar, top movers, news. And so it's like very simply done. Crypto, so they have all of these crypto, the foreign exchange, like all these FX pairs. And then I just click them. I made my own favorites list, and then now in my favorites list I have all the ones that I trade. And it's very simple for lot size. I always use like zero point 0. Like I always would start with 0.01 because that's in the pennies while I learn and practice. And then right now I'm doing 5 lot size because I'm trying to actually make money. But I would never suggest you guys to use 5 lot size. It's because my account is really really big, and 5 lot size for me is less than 1% risk. Whereas unless you have a really big account, it's going to be a huge percentage of your account. So you have to always be careful and minimize your risk always. Okay. Do I use leverage? Yeah. So it's actually set to 1 to 500 leverage, but remember, I'm not maxing it out because I'm using smaller lot sizes and I'm just trying to grow the account slow and steady. Can you trade? You want to see me do it? So I've actually done 2 trades live right now that you guys probably saw, and I'm in my third trade that I'm doing live right now. So the first 2 hit take profit. You guys saw it live if you guys were here. And what's the website for the other screen? If you guys want access to the range bars, all you got to do is give me a follow and join the Discord link in the bio, and you can get access to the range bars. What type of training do you do? So Viva La Jewelry, here's the thing. What I'm doing is I just come live here every single day. I do my trades. I show you guys why I entered, how I entered, answer your questions. And in the Discord, I've actually made a whole bunch of videos you guys can watch and a whole bunch of things that I've written up about like trading psychology, how to minimize losses, how to be consistent, all of those things. And if you want access to all that, all you got to do is give me a follow and join the Discord link in the bio. Apple user, you just joined the Discord. Hey, welcome. It's great to have you there because look, the goal is to grow a community where everybody can just benefit each other and there's no paywall. So anyone who joins the Discord will know that there's no like, oh, VIP chat like a lot of Discords do. There's none of that. Everyone is just in the main chat. We're all learning. We're all benefiting each other and answering everyone's questions so that everyone can just learn. All right. Hey, Dino Chef. What's up? What's up? How long can I make 100,000? It just depends on how much you start with. And it depends on how consistent you are. It depends on how many trades you take. So a lot of people want to ask like, oh, can I make this much? But that's the same thing as saying, like, can I run this far? It's like, I don't know. How much stamina do you have? Like, how, like, what is your status? I don't know how far you can run. It's really up to you. So the same way when it comes to trading, it's about understanding that, look, like, depends on how big your account is, depends on how many trades you're doing per day, depends on like how much you're risking. So it depends on all of those factors, because at the end of the day, my goal is around 1,000 to 2,000 a day, right? Like today, I'm at around just over 15, almost 1,600, right? So I'm at around 1,600 for the day. So that's around like 0.5% or even less than 0.5% of my balance, right? So it's the same thing as if you took like $1,000, uh, you know what I mean, and you're making like $50 or $20, like 0.5% or less than 0.5%. Um, uh, New 28 is saying it's been a month of learning trading for me. That's amazing, because here's the thing. When I started trading, actually for the first couple years, because I didn't have anyone teaching me, I had to really make a lot of mistakes. I had to learn by making mistakes. And the whole point of me coming here is so that you guys can learn how to not make those mistakes and possibly, propel or project like your trading career, like 5-10 years in the future. Because as long as you're not making all of these mistakes, you're going to be way ahead of where I was when I started. um, What's a good size account to start with for beginners? So here's the thing. The real number will always be 10 to 50,000, right? But in reality, when I was just practicing, I was just practicing with at least like 1 to 5,000. But when I got serious and I wanted to really do it, it really truly was like 10 to 50K. And what a lot of traders realize is that instead of doing like 200, 200, 200, 200, and continuing to do $200 deposits, like it would have just been much better to one time do it properly, which is what I learned, is that I should have just done it properly with a proper like 5, 10, $15,000 account, and then risk in the pennies without any stress. Because think about it this way, right? If you had $1,000 account and you were just risking $1, you would take it seriously, but if your trade hit stop loss, it wouldn't hurt you, or you wouldn't feel too bad. Because what's a dollar out of $1,000? You would just shrug it off and say, okay, let me go into the next trade. So the same way, what's happening is that, my account's around 270, 280K, and I'm only risking $250. So for me, it's like, if my trade hits stop loss, it's okay. I shrug it off and I go on to the next trade. So that to me is better than trying to do a $200 account and then trying to do like a $50 trade, which is like 25% of your uh, account. And now you're stressed and now you're worried and you're making mistakes and you're getting emotional. So instead of try to do that and being emotional, what I realized was that it's better to just start off with a bigger account and then risk a very small percentage, and not be nervous, not be, fearful or greedy or have pretty much any emotions at all. What session do you trade mostly? So actually, I just hop on whenever I can. So usually, if I have time early in the morning, I'll just hop on, do a couple trades for about an hour to 2 hours, and then on the other hand, uh, during the evening, I'll come on and I'll come on live with you guys as well, and I'll do a couple of trades live. Today was really amazing because you guys saw my trades hit take profit. You guys saw the whole process from beginning to end. And remember, I'll do it every single day. So make sure you guys are giving me a follow and join the Discord link in the bio to get access to the range bars and to get access to a whole bunch of information. And if you guys want to know where I'm trading, excuse me, it's getting a little dry here. I'm trading on tradexn.com. That's the broker I'm using because I can trade all the markets here with zero commission and very low spreads. The fees are really low, and I can trade all the markets. I don't have to switch brokers here and there. Blues Guitar saying you've been trading BBBY. Nice. Shoot another trade, bro. So I'm actually already in a trade. This is the third trade of the day. Two of ours on this live already have hit take profit. Now we're just waiting for this last one, and then let's see how that one goes. All right. Crypto or stocks only. So here's the thing. I actually trade gold, NASDAQ, and Bitcoin. So I'm actually trading all three of those markets. But you can obviously like trade whatever you want because the range bars are actually running on all of these different markets. So they're running on foreign exchange, they're running on stocks, they're running on indices, even gold and oil, and they are running on crypto as well because everybody, everybody loves to trade crypto. All right. Loving your videos at YouTube, bro. All right, nice. Thanks. Appreciate that. Michael saying, if I understand it right, the trades you took was against PSAR. So here's the thing, Michael. What happens is because I'm using the range bars, um, they're live and they're showing me exactly when the reversal is happening, whereas the PSAR can be a little late. Okay, so it can be a little late to reverse, but it's good because it shows me which way the trend is going, right? So it's good at catching pullbacks. So on PSAR I'm able to catch uh, pullbacks really nicely, because for example, if we're in this uptrend and now we dip a little on the range bars, I know that okay, we're still in an uptrend. Let me enter a long position and ride it up. Over here, what I was seeing on the range bars was that we're in this huge uptrend and we're getting a reversal, and there we go. So our trade is in profit. Um, all right. Uh, All right, all right. What indicators do I use? So what I use is I use the range bars mostly to enter my trades, and then I'll use the PSAR, and I'll show you guys how I set it up. So the way that I set it up is right here. I'll go down, parabolic SAR. I just use the default settings, click OK. Now I get these dots or stars, as some people call them, above and below the chart. Now, how do they work? When the dots are below the chart, that means we're in an uptrend. And when the dots are above the chart, that means we're in a downtrend. Now, look at this. So over here, the PSAR reversed and was showing, okay, we're in a downtrend. Imagine entering a short position right here. Obviously, that's a beautiful, huge trade, and it's amazing that the PSAR was able to show us that. So that's pretty much how the PSAR works. And the way I use it is I just use it as a confirmation. I don't ever use too many indicators, baby Dre, for sure. Because here's the thing, I like to keep it very simple. All I do is I'll look at the range bars for whatever pair I'm trading. I'll see, okay, are we in an uptrend or a downtrend? And I'll enter my trade. And, I'll just confirm using one or two max, what's it called, indicators. That's it. I like to keep it simple. These are not indicators. This is where my stop loss and take profit is set, baby Dre. Do How do you know when the range bars reversal is happening? For sure. So very simply, actually this is a really good example right here. So we're in this uptrend right here, we're seeing this reversal. Okay, so over here we're in an uptrend, we got a little pullback, continued the uptrend right here, we entered this reversal, and we can see that that was a profitable trade. We entered a short position right at the top of this reversal, and this is our third trade that we've done. On this live, the first two were right here. They hit our take profit. Michael, thank you. The range bars, the number of the range bars, are they important? Uh, so the number of them, in terms of like how many are generated, is not important. It's really important to understand though that when coming off of a huge trend like this, for me, when now we're getting a reversal, it's a good chance that we are actually in a reversal. Why don't you call the one in the middle as reversal? So this was a pullback. Um, as we can see, like the market went up and then we got a little pullback and then it continued up. The same way as I would see this as a pullback. So we're on the way down, we're getting a little pullback before we continue down. Okay. How can you tell if it's a pullback or a reversal on the range bars? That's a really good question. The way that I tell it, the way that I personally see it as is if we're just getting a reversal, if we're coming off of a huge trend and now we're seeing the opposite, I'll think about that as a reversal. But if right here, we're just starting this downtrend and we're getting this little opposite way that the market's moving, I'll take that as a pullback. Okay, but here's the thing. In reality, we will never actually know. Okay, and it's really important to understand that we will never ever truly be 100%, whether if it's a reversal or a pullback, and that's okay. Because here's the thing, if I could tell if for 100% if, oh, this is a pullback or a reversal, I would have a strategy that's 100% and I would very quickly go into the billions. Okay. But that's not how it works. Nothing will ever be 100%. By using these range bars, my accuracy is around 60 to 65%, which is a really, really high accuracy when it comes to a trading strategy. It's a profitable trading strategy. And what that means is that over a longer period of time, I will have trades that hit stop loss. Now, here's the thing. Most traders are afraid of, hitting stop loss. It's because their risk is too high. And it's because they don't really have any real strategy on how to enter and exit. So that's why, they're unable to be consistent. Whereas, because they're looking for that 100% accuracy strategy, which is, which will never ever happen. Okay. All right. So let's see what happens with this trade. What's your opinion on not to take a short on the first red candle, namely pullback? So here's the thing. Um, I just don't take it. So, for example, right here, I can only show you guys what I'm doing, right? Uh, right here, so we started this downtrend and we're getting this green candle. I would take this as a pullback, right? Because it happened right after we reversed, right? But over here, if we continue down, and then we get a green candle, a little further down, now I would think of that as a reversal because we've already done this downtrend, and because these bars are around 15 points wick to wick. What's happening is that the market doesn't need to move like that much for us to be able to see a nice trend. And what that's doing is it's cleaning up this whole chart, which actually makes no sense, to a chart that is actually, understandable. All right, Ash, hopefully that answers your question. Michael saying, can you explain the last trade that I took? For sure. So the last trade was actually right here. We were in this uptrend. We got this one red candle forming here, which I thought I took it as a reversal because we're coming off a huge trend. And there we go. We are in this profitable trade. So I entered a short position because we got a reversal right there. All right, so hopefully that answers your question. Baby Dre, you got it. Risk management is key. Anybody who denies that is continuously and will be consistently losing money because they're gambling and they're not actually trading. Okay, they're just gambling. And what I'm doing is I like to avoid gambling as much as possible. So that's why it's all about minimizing risk and understanding that all profit that you will always see here is just a side effect of safety. Is it the BTC chart? Yeah. So right now I'm trading BTC. This is the range bars for for BTC. I actually traded gold, and we did two trades on gold that were profitable. What's up, Lucifer? How's it going? Um, Michael Thanks for the answer. I got you, Michael. When you mentioned only going in a certain percentage, does the broker allow it? Yeah, Jose. So for sure, what they do is like the way that it works is just based on lot size. So what I usually do is 5 lot size, but I wouldn't suggest you guys do 5 lot size because my account is really big and I can handle 5 lot size. It's still less than 1% of my balance. So I would always suggest everyone to practice with 0.01 lot size. So the trade is in the pennies. And what that's doing is you're able to just practice and do potentially hundreds or thousands of trades without blowing a huge amount of money. Okay. Lucifer is saying, bro, there's a guy, he has same name and profile as you. He's asking to teach you trading. Okay, Lucifer, that's hilarious because remember, I will never DM you guys. I will never message you guys. Uh, this is my only real profile, and all I do is I come live here, show you guys how to trade. Uh, I will never trade for you. I will never personally like message you to trade for you or any of that stuff. I'll never sell you a course. I'll never do any of that stuff. The only place that I'm ever gonna be at is in my Discord link. It's in my bio. So make sure you guys give me a follow. Join the Discord link in the bio. There's actually a section that I've made to identify scammers. And it's actually amazing because there's some people who have actually been able to, who are saying, oh my God, I was about to send this guy money, but thank you for this section because they just came in there. Send a screenshot. If you are ever getting a DM, send a screenshot because I will never be messaging you anyways, so you might as well send a screenshot there and we'll all identify that scammer and we'll potentially save someone else. And that's a really big thing. I want to make sure you guys are all staying safe, all right? There we go. All right. Electric Dream, it's 5.0 is what I use, but I wouldn't really suggest that you guys use that because it's a really, really big lot size and the trades are huge, because then each point the market moves is worth $5. And I'm usually setting it around $50 to $100. So my trades are all worth around $250 to $500. But I can do that because that's still less than 1% of my balance. All right. Spice Villa is saying, should we bring our stop loss to entry after we're 30 points in profit before? Okay, so that's a really, really good question, Spice Villa. That's an amazing question. So what Spice Villa is asking is, if we are in profit, do I move my stop loss down in order to, secure that amount? And now here's the thing. I never, ever move my stop loss or take profit because what happens is, what if the market needs to have a pullback? Because the market does that. So, for example, it'll go down or it'll go up, whatever, depending on if you're in a long or short position, and then it might do a little pullback before continuing down and or up and hitting your take profit. But if you moved your stop loss, now the moment it has a little pullback, it's going to kick you out of the trade. And I never want to get kicked out of a potentially profitable trade. So that's why I always set my stop loss and take profit 1-to-1 ratio. I give the market enough room to be able to move, and then my trade will only close once it hits either stop loss or take profit. And I never move them because I've tested that and it doesn't work. Okay, so hopefully that answers your question. And let's see. Uh, Blake saying, thank you so much. I just made $10. Would have stayed in, but gotta go. Okay, well, here's the thing. Congratulations. I'm glad that you at least made something. That's amazing. And look, here's the thing. We actually did 3 trades on this live. 2 of them already hit our take profit. One of them is still still running. We're around 150, 160 dollars in profit. My take profit is set around $250. So we'll just wait for this trade to hit. So Blake, thank you for being here, and I'm really glad that you're learning and you're making money, and that's amazing, and I love to hear it. And that's the whole point of this, is that you guys can come here, you guys can learn completely for free. You guys don't ever have to pay anything, and you guys can just benefit, and that's what I love to see. Can you show how to set stop loss and take profit? Michael is saying just made 300. Thanks to you. That's amazing. I love to hear that. That is so awesome. You guys are doing amazing. Uh, so all right. Do I trade smart money concepts? So here's the thing. I've looked into that, and all it is, it's pretty much people have reworded various other, kind of data points, and are just thinking that they've created something new, and it really just I don't know of anyone who's doing it and is making money, so I have no idea. And I've just been using the strategy, and I use it live here with you guys every single day, and you guys have seen it, and you guys see that it's working. So if you guys want to actually be able to see it daily, all you got to do is give me a follow, join the Discord link in the bio, and make sure that you guys get access to the range bars because they're completely free. You don't have to pay for it. The range bars are completely free, and they run on all the markets. So what's there to lose? Get it, access to it completely free. Get access to a whole bunch of videos that I've made and all that. And it's all in the Discord. So make sure you give me a follow. What trading platform is this? So I'm trading on TradeXN.com. That's the broker that I'm using because I can trade all the markets here. It's not just crypto. I can trade gold, Nasdaq, Bitcoin. You guys know those are the three markets that I trade, and I can trade them all here. They even have forex, stocks, commodity, whatever, and they have them all here. And plus, they have zero commission and they have a very low spread, so it's much faster. It requires less market move to be able to be profitable here. All right. Um, Hey Pablo, how's it going? Baby Dre, thanks for being here. Appreciate it. Have a good night. Um, how much amount do you need to begin? So here's the thing: any real trader knows that the real number will always be 10 to 50,000. Okay, that's just what it is. Because look, trading with 0.5% or a quarter% on a 10K account is $25 to $50. That's a pretty decent amount. That's a pretty decent trade, right? Whereas if you have an account with, for example, 500, what's that $50? That's 10%. Look at the risk on one hand, it's 0.5%, and on the other hand, it's 10%. So it's really important to understand is, the real number will always be 10 to 50K. But if, when I was just starting out practicing, I would always start with at least 1 to 5,000 because anything less than that is kind of not worth it because you're just going to end up blowing the account because there's not enough room there. Okay. Unless you're doing trades in the pennies. But here's the thing, greed will take over. Um, and very quickly, you're going to say, oh man, I don't want to trade in the pennies, even though my account is just like whatever $500. But I don't want to just make 50 cents. I want to be able to make $500 of my $500 account. And now what you're aiming for is 100% gains, which is a very very unlikely to happen right away. All right. Do I never make it more than 1 to 1? No, it's always 1 to 1 risk reward. Am I selling now or buying? So I'm in a short position right now. John is asking, do they offer leverage? Yeah, so they actually have up to 1 to 500 leverage, so it's pretty good. That's what my account is set at as well. Viral Wealth is saying, wish you would have joined the live earlier. Hey, you know what? I'm here daily, so make sure you give me a follow in the Discord. I'll let you guys know when I'm coming live. So I'm here every single day. We just did 2 trades, the hit take profit live right here, and I do it daily. So don't worry, if you missed it today, I'll be back tomorrow, and I'll be back pretty much every single day from now on. What monitor is that? What size? So this is an LG gaming monitor. It's around 32 inches. Is that what you're asking, or this one? So this is the LG ultra wide. It's a pretty sick monitor. With Trade XN, is there a fee for their service? So actually, the platform itself is free to use. Like there's no like monthly fee or anything if that's what you're asking. So it's pretty good in that way. They actually have no fees other than the spread, which obviously every broker has to have spread. Um, and they have zero commission, which is really really good. So So far, so good. Michael is saying you made 3 TP with you, not only two. That's amazing, Michael. That's great to hear. Congratulations. Michael is making money out here, guys. And that's what it is. Just come here, learn. Don't waste time. That's one really, really major thing, because what happens is a lot of people, they'll just continuously waste time, like saying, oh, I'm gonna learn how to ski to, I'm gonna learn how to ride a bike tomorrow. I'll learn how to ride a bike tomorrow. But they never actually get to it, and then they realize they're like 70 years old, never ridden a bike, and life's almost over. So it's really important to understand that time is like the greatest asset you have, and the more you waste it, because here's the thing, there's so much opportunity in the market every single day, every single day. So why let any opportunity go? I don't do that. I make sure that I trade daily, and there you go. What time frame chart do I use? I always use 5 minute time frame, but that's because I use the PSAR, and it's not really because 5 minute time frame has any other use to me. Do you have any tips on learning how to trade, on how to read charts? So Zay, all I want you to do right now is give me a follow, join the Discord link that's in the bio. I have videos, I have so many things written up that you can get access to and you can learn, and it's completely for free. So make sure that you join, okay? Quintessential lady, it's hard to know when it's a pullback and when it's a reversal. So the way that I read it is, when I'm coming off a huge trend, most likely for me, I look at it as a reversal. When it's happening right after, a reversal, like 3 or 4 or 5 candles in, uh, I think about that as most likely as a pullback. Okay, so hopefully that explains it. Chad, here's the thing. Yeah, so they are offshore, but what that does is, that's not necessarily a bad thing. A lot of people think that's a bad thing, but a lot of brokers go offshore because, it is what it is. A lot of businesses go offshore as well. But that doesn't mean you don't order from Amazon because a lot of their businesses are also offshore. A lot of their suppliers are offshore, but that doesn't matter. Actually, over here, I've been using them for a year. I've done deposits, withdrawals, and I know hundreds of people now that are using them and have never had any issues. So far, so good, Chad. Um, do I sometimes close your trade manually? No. So I always let my trade hit my take profit, because if I close the trade too early, I'm just cutting myself short, and then I'm changing around my strategy, because what's happening is, then I'll say, oh man, maybe if I don't oh man, it's going into loss, let me just close it. But maybe it was just doing a little pullback before going and hitting my take profit, so I'll just I'm just cutting myself short. I'm messing up the strategy. And now I'm letting my emotions take a hold of my trading, which is the absolute worst thing that can ever happen. Okay. Michael made my day. Okay. Amazing. That's what I like to hear, Michael. That's what it is. That's what it is. All right. Let's see. Uh, wow, Michael, you killing it, man. How do you do your taxes? No. So here's the thing. I'm pretty much just using like, I use like either crypto.com or Coinbase or any of those, and then just use that for withdrawing. All right, let's see what happens with this trade. We've gotten kind of close to our take profit. Um, let's see what happens. Hey, Michael, make sure you join here daily, and I'll see you in the Discord. Hopefully, you've joined the Discord. What's the best time for trade? So here's the thing. I actually trade at any time. Okay, so whenever I have time, I'll just hop on and I'll just do some trades. Oops. That's really what it comes down to. When I add money with a card, there's huge fees. Yeah, so here's the thing. Usually, what I do is I'll just use crypto.com or Coinbase or any of those, and then I'll transfer using them because they have lower fees. So that's how I do it. Oh, you're already in the Discord. Okay, cool. Just let me know. When after this, I'll hop into the Discord and I'll see you guys. How one question, how can I hit my TP and yours is not? So the reason is probably because you got a little better entry than I did, and that's why yours hit take profit and mine didn't. You're on Discord as well. All right, Pablo. Well, we'll definitely hang out in the Discord for sure, for sure. Should I check RSI before trading? So RSI is good in those extreme overbought or oversold scenarios. That's when I usually use RSI. I'm not using RSI, when with these like smaller moves. And again, I'm usually basing all my trades on, uh, these range bars and not really fully relying on those indicators. So the indicators are just used as a confirmation. And the thing is, you can use them as a confirmation for sure, but the real for me is always the range bars. Exactly. RSI is always talking about is always staying around that middle mark because it's either 70 or 30. Those are the two extremes. When it gets to that, it's either overbought or oversold. So you guys know how RSI works anyways, but those are only used, like, it's only really useful to me in those extreme circumstances, okay? Uh, where can I get the range patterns? They're awesome. Yeah, so Gerspie, all you got to do is give me a follow and join the Discord link in the bio. You get access to these range bars. It's completely free. Okay, how much do I make? So check it out. So today I'm at around 1500. I'll show you how much I've done in the past month here. In the past month, I'm at just around 12, almost 13,000. And in the past year, I'm at around 215K. So pretty decent amount. Not bad at all. Do you think taking finance courses helps in trading? So here's the thing, I can't say what you should do, but no courses actually ever taught me anything because uh, they- like it's pretty much like trying to learn business from a professor, at university who drives like a 10, 15-year-old Camry. I mean, why am I learning business from someone who doesn't do it themselves? It's like that saying where always take advice from someone who you want to be like, which actually to a lot of people think it's like a rude thing because parents and your uncle and your neighbors, uncles, cousins, dog will be giving you advice. But do you really want to be like them because they're still living in their mom's basement? That's really the question you have to ask yourself. It's like, who are you taking advice from, right? Like, you can obviously, like, your uncle's, dad's cousin's son might have some good advice, but like, what if they're not doing well in their life and they're just giving you advice? I wouldn't really take that. So I only take advice from people who I want to be like, and to me that's worked out pretty well. Yeah, uni doesn't help in that sense, to be honest. Did you always be a freelance trader? Did you ever do a job first? No, so I've actually just always been, I've been trading for over 10 years now, and this is pretty much all I've done. And this is pretty much all I do. Uh, am I trading full time? Yep, that's all I do. How many dots do you wait for on the PSAR? So I just wait for the reversal. How did I start off? Yeah, just from friends and family, trying to learn how to trade. And initially I did lose a lot of money, but then I didn't give up. I kept trying and I kept trying and I kept trying, and finally I found a strategy that works, and I've been using it ever since. And so far it's been pretty good. Don't you use prop firm? No. So here's the thing. Any all of those, like, funding, kind of, get a funded account. All of that seems like a very big scheme to me. And the reason I say that is because take it in, they make you pay to trade on demo with like a lot of pressure. Okay, because here's the thing: trading should never be done with pressure. There should never be anything like on your head, like you gotta do this at this time. You gotta make this percentage by this time. Like the moment you have those kind of unnecessary pressures, it's not gonna be good. It's not really gonna work out because trading needs to be done with a very clear head, low risk, and just being safe. That's what it really comes down to. How many accounts have you blown? Initially, I blew a lot of accounts, but I haven't blown an account in a very long time now. What kind of watch do I have on? So it's a Rolex Datejust. It's just like a simple black Datejust. Yeah. If you did YouTube streams, you would blow up. That's actually hilarious. I've actually thought of doing like Twitch streams. I think that would be kind of cool. But I need to get a whole setup for those Twitch streams. So who knows? Maybe in the future, I might be on Twitch. What are your thoughts on trading bots? So viral wealth. Here's the thing. I've tried a lot of those bots. No bots actually work because they just work until they don't. And when they don't, they blow their account very, very fast. Because let's say there's huge volatile markets, you'll see and you'll say, okay, I'm not going to go into this death trap. I'm going to be very careful. I'm going to be very, very, careful of how I react now. Whereas those bots will just say, oh, these things come together. Okay, buy, sell, buy, sell, buy, sell. And then you're just going to keep losing. So bots just don't work. Okay. How do I activate leverage? Okay, so if you go to right here, financial operations, there's like three dots at the top, and then over there it says like change leverage. So I clicked there, and then I was able to change my leverage. What's the uh, what advice do you have for 20 years old? So here's the thing: it's never too late or too early to learn. So make sure you guys are joining my lives every single day because look, I'm not selling a course or any of that. I'll never trade for you guys. Never send me any money because I'm doing pretty well on my own. I don't need to sell you guys anything and I don't want you guys to send me anything. I really just want to create a community where everyone can benefit each other. So make sure you guys give me a follow and join the Discord link in the bio and just hang out. I'm pretty much there all day long, chilling, hanging out, answering questions, and just kind of having fun. And it's really amazing because every single day there's people like, oh, did you guys catch that trade? Did you catch this trade? And like people making money. It's actually amazing. Love the community. And that's really what the whole purpose of this is. What am I trading on? So where I'm trading is on tradexn.com. That's the broker that I'm using right here, tradexn.com. That's the broker I'm using because first of all, I can trade all the markets here. You guys know I don't just trade Bitcoin. I trade gold, I trade NASDAQ, and I trade Bitcoin. But they've got like commodities, indices, all sorts of different markets here. And the best part is they have zero commission and they actually have a very low spread. So so far it's been pretty good. I've been using them for about a year now, and so far so good. Do I trade options? No, so actually I don't trade options because options usually have an expiry time, right? So what happens is like, oh, they're expiring at this time. Um, so I don't like to have any of my trades with an expiry. I like to have it where it's either going to hit my stop loss or take profit. I'm not doing huge swing trades. I'm doing very short term, small reversals. I'm just trying to catch those small reversals, 50 to 100 points, and that's all I'm trying to do on a regular basis. And it's been working out pretty well for me so far. Okay, guys, we just oh my god, did that just happen? All right, guys. What more can I say? We just hit our third trade in take profit on this live, and that's what it is. Congratulations to everybody following along. Third trade, 3 out of 3 profitable trades on this live. And we do this every single day. You guys saw it happen. You guys saw exactly the process from the beginning till the end. And guess what? There we go. We're at $1,800 for the day. I mean, today's been a pretty good day all around. And why did we enter this trade? Because right here on the range bars, we were getting a reversal. So I entered a short position, set up my stop loss and take profit. And there we go. It's daily. That's what it is. That's how I make money. You guys see it, and that's what it's all about. Okay. This trade took a little bit longer. This trade took around, yeah, this trade took a while. This trade took around like 40 minutes to close. But you guys can see from there, we held it all the way down. But look at all of that noise there. Whereas on the range bars, I entered here and I exited here. That's what it was. That's amazing. Okay, so that was pretty awesome. Do I get out when I want to? No, I get out when uh, my take profit or my stop loss hits. All right, guys. So 3 out of 3 profitable trades. It's amazing. We do this every single day. So for everybody who's just joining, welcome to the live. And you guys watching, all you got to do is give me a follow right now and join the Discord link in the bio because I'm there every single day. I made a whole bunch of videos. You get access to the range bars. It's all completely free. Don't waste time. Join the Discord now. Because I'm about to hop off this live. I mean, today's been a pretty good day, 1,800, and it's pretty much done in front of you guys. I know a lot of you guys are wondering where I'm trading. So I'm trading on tradexn.com. That's the broker that I'm using. So because I can trade all the markets here because you guys know I trade gold. These 2 trades were actually on gold. The last one was on Bitcoin. You guys can see right there. Gold, and Bitcoin. Okay. So I trade gold, I trade Bitcoin, and over here they have 0 commission, so it's actually really nice. So yeah, tradexn.com, that's the broker I'm using. How much did you put in today to make 1,800? So it's actually not how much I put in. I'm using 5 lot size. My stop loss and take profit is at $250 per trade, 1-to-1 ratio. So it's either I make or lose $250, 1-to-1 ratio. And it's TradeX on options or swing. So it's actually like a future derivatives platform. So it's actually like derivatives. So what we're doing is it's not options. We're just trading based on the price movements. Uh, so I've been able to use this everywhere. I've actually traveled to a lot of places, this year, like Dubai, States, Europe, everywhere. And I've been able to use it without any issues. So yeah, so far so good. How are you trading when the market's closed? So I'm actually trading gold and Bitcoin, and those markets are open. All right, guys. So I'm gonna call it a night here. That was amazing. 3 out of 3 profitable trades. Make sure you give me a follow right now and join the Discord link in the bio. And I will see you guys in the Discord. Thank you guys all for being here. I'll be live every single day. If you want to know when I'm going live, I'll be doing like a ping in the Discord always. All right, guys. Have a good one. That was amazing, and I'll see you guys in the Discord. So just give me a follow and join the Discord link in the bio. All right, guys. Have a good night. Take care, and we'll see you. We'll see you tomorrow. When are you live? I mean, I was live right now, uh, but I'll be live again tomorrow. How can I trade gold? Um, I mean, you can. Where I trade is tradexn.com. I go there, XAUUSD, and I can trade gold. What's the ticker? Here, I'll show you. So it's XAUUSD. That's the ticker for gold. What's leverage? So leverage is pretty much a trade. It's pretty much you can multiply the amount that you would actually be able to trade with a smaller account to like a bigger account. So for example, if you have $1,000 1-to-1 leverage, you can max do trades of what an account would be able to do with $1,000. But if you have 1-to-100 leverage on $1,000 account, you could do a trade that you'd be able to do with like $100,000 account. So it's just like a multiplier in that sense. Do I hold the phone the whole time? The phone is floating in the air. I'm joking. It's just on a mount. Uh, in the next live, can you show how to set up the same so we can make some profits? So, Meek G, Every single day that I'm live here, I show you guys exactly the setup that I do from beginning to end. And no, I don't hold the phone, guys. That would be crazy. My arm would probably just like be done. It's just a mount and it's holding the phone. Uh, will I be on Discord for a bit? Yeah, for sure. I'm gonna hop into the Discord right now with you guys. Uh, and yeah, I'll be hopping into the Discord. All right, guys. So I'll see you guys later. Have a good one. Have a good night. And how can you learn from the beginning? Give me a follow. Join the Discord link in the bio and join my lives every single day. All right, guys. Have a good one. Take care and have a good night. It's not letting you trade gold. I mean, depends on where you're trading. On this broker, it allows me to trade in all of the sessions. So I'm trading on tradexn.com. Webull, yeah, Webull is like an investing platform. That's why I don't use Webull because yeah, I'm not an investor at all. I'm just a trader. All right, guys. See you guys in the Discord.